Welcome to another episode of Full Contact Marriage. I'm Scott. This is my wife, Stephanie. Today we're going to talk about important things. Sports! Yay. Where would you like to start?
Well, unfortunately, the Blue Jays have been knocked out of the postseason. So, go Cubs!
Tell us how you really feel. What do you think the Jays could have done to have a better chance at winning that series?
I don't think they are aggressive at all on the bats. They left so many men on base and they didn't push forward any runners. And I get that a lot of their runners can't go up against some of the throws, but still, I kind of feel like they just stranded a lot of people.
I think that the Jays had the pitching. The defense, there were some errors. We did what Texas did in the last series, and the errors cost us the games. Back to your being aggressive, yes, base running was terrible, was non-existent. Why they didn't adjust the plate? 5 games in a row, they pitched them down and away. You know they're pitching you down and away. Lean in. If you get hit, so what? It's playoff baseball. That's how you get on base. You do what it takes.
I get why Bautista was really upset, though, and was talking about the circumstances about the issues that the Blue Jays were having and he was having, because watching the games and trying to call whether it was a strike or a ball was extremely frustrating, and I wasn't playing for the World Series.
I read one report, one guy was talking about, I can't remember who, but he said that one of the strikes that was called against the Jays has a 1.4% chance of being called a strike as a pitch. I'm not sure how they calculate that data, but it seems pretty much about right.
Because there were a lot of calls that I was like, oh, ball. And they were like, strike. And then they throw the ball in the exact same place. And I was like, okay, well, ball. And it was a strike. So I totally understand how the players were having issues with that. Because how do you evolve your batting?
You adjust.
How do you adjust your batting, though, when they're calling some stuff balls and some stuff strikes? And it doesn't seem to change, or it seems to change from one pitch to another.
Well, maybe they should do what the CFL does and overturn absolutely every call in a game. Horrible officiating at the last Stamps game. I don't know if anybody was out there. I think there was, so many problems. CFL, I've really had just about enough of you.
See? CFL is terrible.
I don't know.
The CFL.
I don't know how you plan to put a product on the field. It's getting worse every year. You have one team that is absolutely pounding everybody else. There's no competition amongst the other teams. It's an absolute joke. Your officiating's terrible. Your attendance is terrible. There's no.
Oh yeah.
You have to put a better product out there. People are going to leave. I've been watching the CFL since as long back as I can remember, and I have no interest in watching it this year. It's disgusting what you guys have made this sport into.
But the last couple of years have basically been a play and then a flag, and then a play and then a flag. So it got to the point about a couple years ago that when we'd go to football games and they'd run the play and the announcer would say there's a flag on the play, we were pretty much like, how about you just tell us when there's not a flag on the play? Because that's really the more rare thing.
Maybe they could do a flyby whenever there isn't a flag on the play. Yes. Things to consider. Get better. That's my advice to you.
Just shut down.
Adjust the salary cap. Adjust other things. Expand the team. Make it competitive. You have 10 teams, yet 3 make the playoffs. It's just, it's terrible.
Do you want them to expand to 10 teams and have 8 people make the playoffs?
Yes.
Could you be more Canadian? Let's
Look
all have a chance.
From a business standpoint, look how much money you're leaving off the table.
I absolutely understand.
2 extra games, you have extra jersey sales, you have extra rivalries.
I absolutely understand. I called adding another 2 more teams to the MLB postseason years ago before they added the wild card game. which I still think is dumb. It should still be another series. I can't believe they leave that much money on the table that they don't play that as a 5-game series and then have the rest of the postseason at 7-game series. Like, just instead of 162 games, have it be 156. Like,
there's a reason why teams haven't won in 108 years.
You have no chance of making the playoffs. Whereas in the CFL, do you know how hard it is to not make the playoffs? Like, you have to be pretty terrible.
What did the Riders lose? Like, their first 8 games, or they're 1 and whatever?
I can't believe they won.
If there was, like, another game left in the season, they could probably make it. It's just...
They might still.
They can't. They're out.
I don't care. They're a terrible team. Just in general.
Yeah, even though they're on a, 3-4 game winning streak?
It's just a terrible team.
Do you want me to go get your Rider jersey out of the closet?
I don't have a Rider jersey, first of all.
I will prove this that you have a Rider jersey.
That is yours. It is not mine. And
it looks exactly like mine.
You will never see that
I can't tell them apart. So
one's green and one's red. Do you need...
Hey, Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
Do you want a Rider jersey for Christmas?
I do not. Do you want to spend $100 and watch me burn it? Because that's what'll happen.
Yeah. The Edmonton Oilers. A lot of people are coming out and ripping their coach for getting on his players. I think it was a great move, and the reason why is being an Edmonton fan for so long, there were so many bad habits that crept into that room. There's so many bad attitudes. It doesn't take long for that stuff to come back, and the coach coming out and saying, listen, you guys are doing the same things that got you on the loser list for the last 5 years. There's a reason they have all those number 1 picks. It's because they didn't do the small things properly. And for him to come out and tell his team, like, listen, smarten up or you're going to be back where you were. I thought it was huge. I thought it was good. The players seemed to have bought into it. They came out. They played the next game. They played way better. I think it's a good thing. I think Calgary's in the same boat. Bringing in the new coach, they used to do a lot of little things better than what they're doing now. I get learning systems. When you're going through plays, you're thinking about stuff as you're doing it. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this what my coach wants me to do? There's changes to plays. And that stuff will come with time, but their passing's gone down. Getting out of their zone's gone down. D-to-D passes are, like, terrible. Like, the power play is non-existent.
Maybe if you had Taylor Hall that had 2 power play goals, maybe your power play would be better.
So there's another example of spending $100 on a jersey that is money well spent.
Calgary fans also might want to chill out. It's been 4 games, and I know that we are 1-2-1, but calm down. It's the start of a new season, and like you said, new coaching, new system. Everyone should probably just chill out. If maybe, they're this bad in January, we might have an issue. But right now, it's been 4 games.
But if you don't fix the things that are wrong now, you are going to be this bad in January.
They can fix it. But,
can they, though?
Well, I still don't think they're going to be that good. But just in general.
They decline the power play until we work on it? Like, can we send one of our guys to the box? We have more shorthanded goals than we do power play goals. How many power play goals do we have?
0.
Yeah. So, just saying, can we decline? Maybe...
Is that a thing? We should bring that in from the NFL. Penalty decline.
Yeah,
We're
just
good.
decline the penalty. Yeah.
We're okay.
Can we send one of our guys? Thank you for tuning in to Full Contact Marriage. We want to hear from you guys. Reach out to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Tell us what's going on in your world of sports. If it's your fantasy football team, if it's a play of the week, we want to hear about it. A trade that somebody doesn't agree with. Reach out to us, and we'll discuss it next week on Full Contact Marriage.